next fight of the evening.
Our main event is coming up in just a moment. Finally, we have ourselves a 3-minute round for 3 rounds, hypothetically. I'm seeing a lot of finishes tonight, so who knows if it'll actually get there. But the 170-pound belt hangs in the balance. That's coming up next. This is Tough Enough, live from Mesquite.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring out our main event of the evening. Making their way to the blue corner, Hunter Vargas.
Anytime that a belt is on the line and Tough Enough, it means a great deal to these young fighters. That is 22-year-old Hunter Vargas. Stands 5'8". Toledo, Ohio is home. Gilbert, Arizona is where he trains. Power, MMA, and fitness. He's got a lot of experience. He's 6'6", and that's why he's able to step into the cage tonight and fight for this title. He's up against a very difficult opponent. We'll get to him in just a moment, but it's been a while. It's been 2 years since we saw Hunter Vargas compete. April of 2015, he actually won by split decision.
The fact that he's 22 years old, hasn't fought in 2 years, and has 12 fights under his belt is
pretty unbelievable, right?
Absolutely.
Got into mixed martial arts when he was just 17. As you see the matchup right here between Hunter Vargas and Ryan Connelly, both of them with 6 wins to their credit. Hunter Vargas does have the experience, though, of having significantly more fights, 5 more fights under his belt, but Ryan Connelly has a very impressive record of 6-1. Both just 22 years old. This one is for the 170-pound strap.
Vargas is only 5'8". Connelly is 6'3". There's going to be a big height difference here.
All right, let's meet his opponent.
And now the last man to walk out tonight, making his way to the red corner, Ryan Connelly.
Ryan Connelly hails from Houston, Texas. He trains with the Houston, Texas 4-ounce Fight Club. And like we said, 6'3", very tall for a fighter really in any division, much less at 170 pounds. Just 22 years old, very impressed with his record of 6-1. He got an armbar in his last fight, round number 1, 1 minute 4 seconds in. So when it comes to his fighting style, he lists himself as a freestyle fighter, but certainly is well-rounded enough to be able to fight anywhere that it goes, and to finish a fight in 1 minute 4 seconds tells me that his ground skills are certainly above average.
Yeah, at 6'3", at 170 pounds, that is a very, very tall welterweight that we got. And he's training out of Houston, Texas, training with one of the scariest guys in mixed martial arts right now, Derek Lewis.
Yeah, Derek Lewis is a UFC heavyweight. He is nasty. He knows about being aggressive. He knows how to strike. And if any of that has trickled down to Ryan Connelly training with Derek Lewis, we're in for a treat tonight. Now, he does know that his opponent in Hunter Vargas is a brawler, so this should be a fun, fast-paced title fight. Both fighters are in the cage. Let's go up to Justin.
Tonight's fights are sanctioned by the ISK, with President Corey Schaefer. In attendance tonight is Nevada State Representative Carlos Kenton, Lead Inspector Mallory Triplett, and our judges stateside are Mike Bland, Chad Lyman, and Michael Chavez. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. for 3 3-minute rounds, all for the Toppin' Up Welterweight Championship. Fight fans, it's about to go down. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner with a record of 6 wins and 6 losses. Fighting out of Power MMA Fitness, Phoenix, Arizona, Hunter Vargas. His opponent stands across the cage in the red corner with a record of 6 wins and 1 loss. Fighting out of 4 Ounce Fight Club, Houston, Texas. This is Ryan Bam Bam Connelly. The referee in charge of the action inside the cage is Dr. John Quinn.
So now, let's go on the show.
6'3", Ryan Connelly is wearing the black and the blue. 5'8", Hunter Vargas is wearing the black and the white. 3 3-minute rounds in this title fight for the 170-pound belt. And we are underway in round number 1. Outside leg kick there from Connelly. Comes at him fast. And Vargas is smiling at him, saying, let's go. But man, Connelly looks great. Woo. Oh, he's throwing that frame around.
Vargas came to fight tonight.
Vargas getting dotted up there with a couple of lefts.
That one hurt him.
Ah, down he goes!
But
That was a knee on the way down. This isn't over.
it's not over. That was, they're going to call that probably an illegal knee.
Oh, man,
Connelly doesn't understand that kicks to the head with a downed opponent. That may have just cost him the fight.
Fight's not over yet. Connelly is having that explained to him right now. He's got his arms up. And now the referee is explaining it to him, and Connelly's like, okay, all right, we can continue that. If they would have stopped that fight because of an illegal knee, I would have been really, really upset by that. And the reason why is because it was unintentional, right? So he threw a punch, and as his opponent was falling down, that's when the knee came up. He didn't try to hit him in the head with that knee.
No, it certainly wasn't intentional.
You're going to see more.
Here we go, we're back to it. Oh. Another big shot to the body. Oh man, Vargas is taking some damage.
Vargas is talking to him.
He is. And Vargas is swinging wildly, he just can't reach him.
Yeah, there's such a huge reach and disadvantage there on his part, but there's no lack of heart on Vargas's part.
Oh man, they're just
Connelly's
swinging
teeing
big
off.
punches. Another huge shot. Credit to Vargas and his chin. I mean, he's taking huge shots and he's sticking with it. Connelly now goes for the takedown. He's got it. He's got full mount too. Keep in mind these are 3-minute rounds. He's got the neck. He's locked up with a rear naked choke, and Vargas is trying to hang it. That's a tap. That's the end, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Connelly finishes the fight with a rear naked choke, gets the submission in the first round. Dr. John Quinn right on top of the action, but man, Ryan Connelly looked awesome.
That kid is awesome. Some may say he won 2 fights tonight.
And when the ref came over and said, hey, the fight's not over, he just went, okay, cool.
Yeah, there was no protest.
I can keep doing this.
It's like, I like fighting.
He didn't even break a sweat.
Yeah, and you got hats off to Hunter Vargas. You know, that kid showed a lot of heart tonight, too.
Yeah, he was willing to stand in there. I mean, greatly outclassed when it came to height and reach. And
the striking,
huge
too.
Disadvantage.
I mean, the striking that we saw from Ryan Bam Bam Connelly looked world-class at this point. This kid is ready to go pro.
Yeah, at 170 pounds, you win the belt in Tough Enough. Your record moves to 7-1. Yeah, you're right. He's ready to go pro, and it was an honor to call what we believe will probably be his last fight in the amateur ranks. And if he decides that he wants to hang out and have 10 more fights here in Tough Enough, we'll be glad to call those too. That was great. Here's Justin Bernard with the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute 9 seconds into the first round, your winner by tap out due to rear naked choke and new Tough Enough welterweight champion, Ryan Bam Bam Connelly.
That was 1 minute and 9 seconds?
Again,
How did that all happen in a minute?
the beautiful thing about the Tough Enough Fighting Championships, they pack a lot of action into a short amount of time, so you never feel like
Look at this striking, though. I mean, just so precise.
So
he
fast.
He had the reach advantage, clearly, but his strikes were landing, even though that Vargas is throwing haymakers in the process. He just timed it correctly. He gets the takedown. Here's an interview with our champ.
Coming all the way from Houston, Texas.
It feels good to get the job done. I wanted to come out here and put on a good show. I hope I did for everyone who came out.
Well, your technique looks outstanding. It looked like your striking was on point, and it looked like you caught him with an illegal knee, but it looks like we picked up right after that, and you submitted it with a rear naked choke. So outstanding striking, outstanding jiu-jitsu. You want to thank anybody out here tonight?
Yeah, man, I want to thank my coach, Alex Chang, for making it out. My family, my mom, my dad, my cousin, Randy, his wife, Brandy. They made it all the way out here from Houston, Texas, so I'm thankful for that, man.
All right, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, your welterweight tough enough champ, Ryan Bam Bam Connelly. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming out to Mayhem in Mesquite 11 right here at the Casablanca Resort Golf and Spa. We'll see you June 17th at the Thomas & Mack for Pack the Mac right in Las Vegas. Don't miss it. Get your free tickets on the way out or download it at toughenough.com. Have a great night. We'll see you next time.
Man, I tell you what, Mahoney, that was an awesome way to cap off the night with those last two fights in our co-main event. Vanessa Gamopoulos gets herself an armbar victory, and then we also have a submission victory in our main event as Ryan Bam Bam Connelly becomes the new 170-pound champion. I mean, it was just all night, so many fantastic fighters making their debut in the case of Jalen Bales, who we just